Hey everyone, welcome back to Nortman Reviews. I'm John, and we are in Phase 4 of Age of Apocalypse, and we are on Generation Next, number 4. This is a good comic, I'm not gonna lie. It's gross. It's still gross. They even say it in here, it's disgusting, but you know, it is what it is. Like we all know, Colossus and the next generation of mutants, they were sent in to this, I don't know, this slave mine or something, to rescue Colossus's sister Ileana because she has the power to trans-dimensional teleport something weird, I don't know. But it's kind of a suicide mission, and most of them know that, and each issue just kind of gets worse and worse and worse, and this is the final issue in this particular storyline. So at the end of the last one, the character Mondo, he found Ileana, and he gobbled her up, and he has this like strange power to like his like body is like dirt and rocks and earth, and he can like go into the earth and into like walls and stuff. I have no idea what his powers are. It's weird. But he kind of like put her inside him, as gross as that sounds. And I say the gross because like almost every character in here, besides Colossus and Shadowcat, have like a gross power of some kind when you like really think about it. And like the characters are just kind of drawn gross, like the villains are designed just gross and disgusting mostly. So here we have like Ileana, she's talking about how she feels safe and she feels warm. She doesn't know where she is, but you know, it's not in the mine, and I don't know, they're showing like this kind of music, and she's just kind of in a happy place. But she doesn't know where it is, where she's at. She sees like this crack, and she just starts like pushing out of it, and eventually kind of breaks free, right? She doesn't know she's like in the innards of some dude. See, it just sounds gross. Anyways, created by Scott Lobdell, written by him, and Chris Bachalo, penciled by him, inks Mark Buckingham. Chris Bachalo, he's a really good artist, particularly for this book. He's not a flashy artist. He does a lot of detail, and he definitely has a kind of style that I've never heard anyone really talk about disliking. I guess it's possible, but... So this is Mondo, and he looks like some other guy, but like there's her hand poking out of him, like she's bursting through. And he's kind of thinking to himself, like, oh shit, like don't do this, you're gonna get us caught. And these guys back here, these bad guys, these guards, whatever they are, kind of like take notice that something weird is going on. A hand is sticking out of this guy's goddamn chest. And he's pushing it back in. And then she talks about how she could hear music somehow. I don't know. Music stopped. And suddenly she doesn't feel safe anymore because they got found out. Cut to this big fucking splash page. And this is the Sugar Man. And look at him. Again, what is he? A big potato-looking guy with several arms, huge mouth, huge face. Never seen him before. He has Thor's hammer, apparently. That's not really Thor's hammer. He got the drop on a lot of the members of Generation X. This is a guy that two of the members are posing as. Quietus, he's like a second in command of this place. They're posing as him, and they, I don't know, she had to kind of knock out Skin and Chamber here, and then he was like, hey, I need you to kill them, and they shot Chamber here. So it looks like Chamber is not doing too great. He's dead. So this is just like, we're fucked, right? The team is fucked. But look at all these fucking weird goblins and gremlins and crazy creatures and weirdly designed characters. I mean, it's cool, but like, where did all these fuckers come from? You know, like, are they mutants? What the fuck are they? No idea. It doesn't matter. Sugar Man here, he talks weird. These guys, they talk weird. It is a thing. So Husk and Vicente, you know, two people posing as one, are trying to keep up the charade. But Sugar Man, that's a crazy cool drawing right there of his face and the teeth and everything. He kind of is like, oh, they couldn't come in without backup. He's like, it's probably like a inside job, and he sticks out his tongue and stabs these guys right through the thing. You know, that's fucking crazy. And Vicente, he can change himself into weird liquids and gas forms and all sorts of weird things. I don't know what his fucking power is. Husk can tear off like sheds her skin or her husk, and has other layers underneath it, and which she can use in various weapons and what have you. And that's how she was able to mimic this guy's head, at least. So gets stabbed and starts spewing gas or liquid or something. That's Vicente. So they're like, oh, we're found out. So she's like, might as well. She rips off her fucking rest of her skin, and there she is in her costume with the fucking shoulder pads and everything. I mean, it's a cool hero shot right there, right? Sheds the skin. Bam, there she is. And then Sugar Man's like, oh, cool, kill them all. But then something explodes. I'm not exactly sure. I mean, this guy says, what in the name of Apocalypse Lips was that? That's kind of funny. This guy, he explains it here. That was the teachers, Shadowcat and Colossus, dropping through the ceiling like a stone, making an entrance. And then there's Chamber, and he's like suddenly fine. Wasn't he shot? Well, he used his psionic powers to make everyone think he was shot. Good trick. Good for him. And so he starts shooting, and the fight is on, right? So he's like, all right, let's get the gel we came for and go. It looks like gel, but I guess it's gel. Like they try the fucking to give them an accent, but it doesn't work. And this guy's coming up on Chamber, but then there's Skin. He has a fucking gross power. He extends his skin, kind of like Mr. Fantastic, but grosser. Right through the face of that fuck. Kills him. There's Sugar Man. He's running away. And he tries to shoot him, but I guess it's empty, but Chamber just blasts his ass with his fucking psionic energy. He has a gaping hole in his chest. You've been eating a blading spatula. That's not the accent he has, but that's the only accent I know. And you accuse me of being gross. Like, they already know each other is gross. Yeah, he says, that was disgusting. Yeah, it was. You accused me of being gross. Yeah, we all know. See, it's not just me. So they're like, okay, Vicente, he's not feeling too good. He took the brunt of like the attack from Sugar Man. But they're still a mile underground. And they still don't have Ileana yet, right? I mean, Mondo does, but they don't know that. And then Colossus appears suddenly, bashes this guy. He's on fire, doesn't hurt him. He wants his sister. And like, there's been kind of a thing where Colossus, thinking his sister had been dead for years and finding out she's alive, is just like single focused, like tunnel vision into rescuing her. Nothing else matters, including maybe the lives of all his students. So a little bit below, it goes back to Mondo. He's getting beat the fuck out of by this bad guy, and his little chum here is yelling to hit him, like egging him on. And Mondo's like, stop, don't do this. He melds into the fucking ground like he can, I guess, causing this guy to lose his balance, fall over the cliff. Comes up behind this guy who was yelling at him to keep hitting him. He's like, you heard me telling him stop. He's like, yeah, no. Pushes his ass over the edge too. So there was this other little girl that we saw, has the exact same haircut as Ileana, just different color. There's 3 girls that they showed in this fucking comic book. They all had the same exact haircut. It's fine. And she's like, hey, I know you. You saved my life. And like, you have Ileana inside. Like, you're rescuing her. You're taking her away. Can you take me too, please? And he's like, I don't have room for you. It's not safe. Like, he's gonna like fucking digest Ileana if she stays in there too long. And he's like, okay, but I'll try. Chamber and Skin arrive, and they're like, okay, no, we can't do that. We're only here to find the one girl. But he's like, it's like, where is she? She's like, no worries, she's safe as safe can be. But something happens, and this tongue like shoots out from his chest and rips his ass apart. Ileana emerges. She sees the two faces. One looks sad, one looks like hate. And there was Sugar Man. He fucking killed Mondo right there, I guess. He's like, this is what all the fuss is about? Maybe I'll just eat her. I'll swallow her whole. That's not good. But here comes fucking Colossus. He's right there. And Sugar Man is big and gross and dangerous, and everyone fears him pretty much. But Colossus is a fucking huge, strong man of metal. He ain't fucking scared of this prick. Comes crashing down, just beats the ever-living piss out of Sugar Man. Splang, bonk, thop, those are good sound effects. Cool panel work, I guess. And Ileana goes flying through the air, but she's caught by Colossus, and dun dun dun. Cool heroic shot of Colossus as he catches her. Hello, little snowflake. It's been a while. Hello, little snowflake. It's been a while. Yeah. We from Russia know how to throw things, yeah? There's the vodka to celebrate. That's what he should say. So kills Sugar Man, apparently. Colossus standing tall and proud. But they're still fucking underground, and things are gonna get worse before they get better. And then up above, somehow a fucking riot started with the prisoners. Like, they're trying to, like, the flat scans are out of control. They need backup. Everything's going to shit. Like, everyone is fighting. They're like, this is bad. So they're trying to help this other little girl, which is good because I didn't know what had happened to her. This bad guy comes sneaking up on Colossus. What the fuck is he gonna do to him? Doesn't matter. Shadowcat has been intangible inside Colossus. Springs to action with her Wolverine claws. Slices this motherfucker right in the face. And then shit starts to happen, and I don't quite know. Yeah, it's really weird to know what happens. Like, Chamber, he fucking falls or he's taken out by something here. Like, it goes from this, right, to, like, I don't know, a sound effect, something happens, they're yelling for Jono Chamber, and then she's yelling for Skin. I think he jumps after Chamber. Oh, there's a thing, like, of Chamber getting the pit, like, fuck beat out of him or something. I think Skin jumps after him, and Shadowcat's like, go on ahead, I'll go after him. But Colossus says, no, the responsibility is Ileana. She needs to get to Magneto. We'll come back for them, but we have to get her to safety. Now go. And so she's kind of pissed at Colossus. Shadowcat is her husband. She's like, you're fucking selfish. And Husk here, giving a piggyback ride to Vincente, who's fucking bleeding out and dying. Stop breathing. He's giving him a piggyback ride, right? And she's like, no, don't leave us. Like, he's not going to survive. Please stay with us. You know, like, the Chamber and Skin, like, where are they? We don't know. Mondo's already dead. Like, don't leave us. And then the backup arrives that they were talking about earlier. These big, huge, fucking two-faced monster things. Crazy, right? And they're coming in, and you see Ileana's words here. She's like, all anybody hears is screams, but as the three of us start to float away, you know, Kitty's using her powers, I see her face, Husk, as like she's being abandoned. The students are being abandoned by the teachers, basically. I'll remember it for the rest of my life, as they're just left. Crazy, right? So, this is the place, this power core, whatever. They stop right outside the walls as they get out. And you're like, you're making assaults. We need to get to Westchester. She's like, she's safe. I'm going back. And Colossus is like, no, that's madness. Take her. I'll go back. He's like, I can't lose my sister and my wife. I'm better suited for the task. So he's like, go. I'll catch up with you with them as soon as we can. Right? And Ileana's like, my brother is the bravest man in the whole wide world. And Shadowcat just has this look on her face. It's like, Let's hope so. Let's hope so. So they go phasing off to get into a safe distance. There's these two guards. Colossus comes crashing down on them, and he's running through the tunnel through the main entrance. And you see Ilyana's narrating again to herself. She's like, her big brother Peter, he can do it. He can do anything. He's going to find the other people on his team no matter what. Nothing can stop him. So his door is closing, and Colossus is running to reach it. He does reach it in time, and he starts pushing it open, and he looks through, and again it says nothing will stop him. But he sees this fucking fight. Husk doing everything she can. Like, her arm is, just spewing out this energy. She's fighting for her goddamn life. No, that's not Vicente. Those are her fucking legs. That's the only person you can see of the team. Everyone's like tackling her, dogpiling her. Everything's just going to shit. And he's like, and again, Ilyana, no matter what the odds are, I know him. He'll fight and fight and fight until he'll win. He came to rescue me with his friends, and he won't surrender so long as he can save them. It's not like he would leave them for any reason. If it meant saving one of them or never seeing them again, I know what he'd do. I mean, like I said, he's a hero. Heroes never give up, ever. But Colossus gave up. For whatever reason, he felt he couldn't save them. His focus was on Ilyana, his sister. His love for her was all he could think about. So he truly did abandon the team. And it goes back like a little ways down the time went, and the Colossus finally catches up with them, and she's like, where, Shadowcat's like, where are the others? And he's a little silent, and he says, I did everything I could. I'm sorry. And Shadowcat says, so am I. So am I. And like, she knows what happened. And then Ilyana continues. The fire doesn't seem very hot anymore. Like, whatever happened in the core didn't stay down there. Something came up, and things will be different always. But there's like a little tiny version. This is like Colossus's boot right here. There's closer up, and there's Sugar Man. He's like this little tiny version of it now. I don't know what this is. So Sugar Man isn't dead, I guess. And that's the end of the book. The fates of Ilyana and Colossus and them, of the family, will be revealed in X-Men Omega coming up. So that's just fucking crazy ending to this. This is what happens in like some of these final issues. Everything just is starting to go to shit. It's kind of like a what if issue. Like, people die, and pretty much the entire team, except for Colossus and Shadowcat, all the students died. And Colossus kind of let it happen. I don't know. Some of the argument to be made that he couldn't save them and he made the only decision he could, but I don't know how, determined he was going to be anyways. So that's it. That's the end of the book. I really enjoyed this one, especially this last issue. It just got sad. It got a little confusing what happened at a couple of points, but you kind of get it anyways. So so far, how does this title rank for the rest of you amongst the other Age of Apocalypse titles? Let me know in the comments. Hit that share and like and subscribe button. Do all those things. It's very helpful. I appreciate it a lot. I'll stay tuned for more as I finish up Age of Apocalypse in Phase 4. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.